Alright, so welcome back to another video of daily web coding. And in today's video, we will connect front end to with our back end that we done in the part 3. So this is our code in the previous video, and so now let's open up the client. So this is our client folder. So the first thing that we need to do is to set up the proxy. So what is proxy? So the idea is proxy, let's say you have two server, client and server. So you want to run in client, you run 3000, and the backend you run 5000. So we just want a proxy, just access to, when you make requests, just make request to the port 5000, not 3000. You will know, you will see what is it. So then you set a proxy here, proxy, and then just pass the localhost HTTP, because we do it in localhost slash 5000. Oops. Alright, great. And there's one more thing that you need to do is to, when you run the server, make sure you run the backend first. Then if you don't do it, the proxy will not work. Okay? If you don't do this, proxy will not work. So now I do npm run dev for the server, and then we have to run our Mongo database. So this is here. So now we connect to the database, and then in the client npm start. Great. So this is our server. This is our front end, and this is our server. So in the server, we have the route that says or sign up and or sign in right here. So alright, then we will, in the front end, we will make the post request to this one. I think I already, but in order to do that, we need the package to do. So first I'm going to close this one. I'm going to install Axios. So this one, it helps us to make the request easier. So I like to use this one. You can use fetch, whatever you like. So go ahead and install this one, and then we npm start again, our server. Great. So now let's do our register. So inside register we have the, so I'm going to create the function, create a file called auth-api.js. So in here we will have different function that's going to do, when we click login, we will call that function. First is const SignIn equal this one. So then we need to import Axios from Axios. Alright, this is in the client. Alright, we do this in the client. So we do await Axios.post, because in SignIn we do post, go to auth/sign in, and then we pass the user. So this one we will pass from our form, the user, and then we cast result equal to this one, and then return result. And then next we need to export the result, export the sign in, not the result. Great. So then we can go to sign in. We can import sign in from /API, auth API. Great. So if when you use await, we need to use async right here. Alright, just to make sure it's working, we go into the submit. So this one, when we submit, first we set the auth to true automatically. This one, if I click sign in, it goes to dashboard automatically, but which we don't want to do it. So now we go to sign in. So first we need to handle the on-chain from the field. So we have to read the input from each of this field. So to do so, we need to do on-chain is equal to handle on-chain. Yeah, just do handle on-chain. Oops. So then we can copy this one and put it at the bottom here. And then what's else? Yeah, I think this is only two of this one. And then we have to make the function handle on-chain. So then we will have the event for when it changes. So we need to check if e.target.name is equal to email or username. Do we use email or username? We use email. Target equal email, so we set email to equal e.target.value. Alright, I think which I'm not created yet. So okay, so what is e.name here? So the name is come from this one, the name that you give here. If you give it this like your name, then this one should be your name as well, right? And then we need to use a state to store our email. Const emails set email equal to use state. I believe this one. I think I'm not import use state yet, so go ahead and import use state. Great. So now when we change, we can see this value else. So here we have only two fields, right? Email and password. So beside from email, that's going to be password. Password e.target.value. Great. So now we don't have set password. We have to do the same. And then we do password. And we do email. Yeah, no email. Set password. Oh my god. Great. So now we have a handle on chain. So after we chain this one, then we set it to set this one. So when we unclick, we're gonna handle this one. So I already import the function SignIn right here. So what we need to do is to, when this one unclick, what we wanted to do to await sign in, we pass the email and the password to it. Then we need to make sure we use async, and then we const equal result, and then we can console.log result. Great. So now let's try to do it. So first we do sign in. So let's go ahead and inside our user router we have sign in. We need the email and password, which we provide right here, email and password. And then we find the user. If there's a user, we will true, and then if there's no user, we enable to log in. So let's first, this is warning inside the value link to. Okay, I see. So they want us inside our front end right here. Oops, sorry. So I think there's a link here. So they want us put 2, but this one we don't need this one. We might delete it. So anyway, oops. I think inside of this one as well. Yay, but yes, just don't care for now. So let's say I'm just no. Let's say this one hello@gmail.com and 1 2 3. Oh. No. Well, you can see it's happening. It sends for a moment, but the thing is that it's when we click it actually like refresh our page. So what we wanted to do is to prevent default. So this one we don't want our page to refresh. So we can do it again. hello@gmail.com. 1 2 3 4 5. Oops. And then when I click on this one, you can see the data, this which is sent from the backend that say enable to login, because we cannot find the user, and to find the right one, we'll set it. Okay, great. So now what we can need to do is check if res.data.auth, which is the data right here, the data and then the auth right here. If it's true, we want to set our auth API here to true. So then we can go to dashboard. Okay. So now if I type the valid email and password, which then we can go into, but yeah, so I think let me find something. Okay, this is our our username. So let's see, I'm trying to log into, I think I don't know I don't remember all this password. First, let's deal with sign up first. Okay, let's go to sign up. It's the same thing. Maybe if you want, if you could, you can try to pause this video and try to do the sign up on your own. So, all right. So, okay. Anyway, so const, we can go into the, go to sign up, equal to async user, so result equal to await, post, we do post again, we post to the route /or/sign up. Great. Now we pass the user in here, and then we return the result. Okay. Now we have to export sign up. Then we go into sign up. We need to import our sign up. From auth API. Great. This one we need to do too, because we use link as the router, so we don't use the ref. So okay, now in here, yes, everything is the same. We not yet do the on chain yet, so let's do it. So I think I'm gonna copy from this one because everything is the same. So we pass on chain, and then we pass this one more to on chain, and then we have the form which submit. We have the button right here. So let's go ahead and to sign in, handle sign in. We're gonna paste it right here. Great. Now we're gonna implement the two functions, handle on chain equal e. And now you can do this. Try to do this on your own. So if e.target.emails.name equal to email, then e.target.value. Oh no. Then we need to set our email to e.target.value. The email. Then else we do set password equal e.target.value. Okay. Then what do we do next? If we make a state email, not all mail, email, set email equal to use state. And then we do it the same, but for password. Then we do set password. And one more, don't forget to import the use state on top right here. Great. Now we finish, and then we have to change this one, sign up. Great. So, and then what we need to do next is to handle, sign up. Handle sign up is equal to e. We want to prevent default as well. So then we do await sign up. Nope. Sign up this one, and then we pass the user, we do email, and then our password, and then we want e.prevent default. Okay. Great, and then this is the result. Result equal to this one, and then oops, when you use await, don't forget to use async. Okay, great. So now what we need to do next is to so inside the same as sign in. When the user already if the auth is true, so we need to set the auth API here to true as well, because we want to render into the dashboard. So same thing here, we need to pass this auth API on auth API. So if you don't know what it is, this is the context API context. Use context. Nope, I don't want this one. Then we do auth API, and which is already imported for me. And then use context right here. Great. So inside I will sign up if the result the data auth, if it's true, so we want to set the auth API dot fetch auth to true. So that's it. Simple as that, right? So now if we go to sign up, we go to hello@gmail.com and password 123. Now we are in the dashboard, which is great. And then, but there's one more thing. If we refresh, we not stay logged in. To show you, let me do also sign in 123, and the auth is true. Oops, there's something wrong with this one. I think, what is that? Let's say, okay, let's console.log the rest right here, and we sign in. So hello. Oh, first let's check our database. This one. Alright, we do have a hello, and then this is our password. Great. So now let's do 123. Why is that enable to logged in? I think maybe it has to do with our backend right here, I guess. We do, let's me console.log the user, and we try to log in. So if I sign in, then the user is undefined, so which we do in the model here is wrong. So now let's go user and find model. Now let's console.log the user that we find right here. So this is like how do you debug, so let's just console.log and see how the things. And there you go, we can have the password. I think the only problem is this is much here, this fall. So console.log is much. So 4, password is 4. 1, 2, 3. So what is our password again? I don't remember it, so let's sign up it again. And let's say hey at gmail.com 123. This is our password 123, and bam, we are now in. Now let's refresh. We will handle that later. So hey at gmail.com, password 123. Yeah, so because I forgot the password of that one, so now we are signed in as well. So great. So now we have to this one. So this is like the best way for you try to debug the code. So try to console and see what's like it's returning. Alright, so there's one thing that we need to do next is we need to keep the user stay locked in. In the previous video, we already done it by request session.user. We wanted to do is to make the request to auth, auth has signed it, and then if it return true, and then we stay signed in, right? Great. So to do that, we need to go to inside our app.js where all the app is begin, where we set the auth here. So we need to use okay, first I need to make the function that call to that route. So let's say has signed it. I don't know how to spell this one. And then we do const result equal to await get slash or sign this one. What do you think? Yep, I've spelled it. Just make sure I spell it right. And then return result. And then we need to pass this one. Return result. Great. So now we have this one, and then inside our app we need to import it. So import has sign it from this one right here. I think I shouldn't put, but that's okay. So what we want to do is to read our session. So we use effects here. So this use effect is used to run after every, like when it will render a component. This will run when we render a component. And if you pass something into here, if you pass nothing, it means it just run this one time. If you pass the auth here, if the auth here is changed, then this function will run. If you put nothing, then it will just run only one time. Then we create a function read session. So which we do await, and then oh no, it's not we do async. Oh man. Great. Now we do asyncs, and we do await has signed it right here, and then we say const dot result. Then let's console.log it. And we need also to import the use effects from right here as well. Great. And now we have to call this one read session, which is right here. Great. So now if you go here, you will see okay. So I think something wrong with our code right here. The auth API. Oh. Great. Now you see this is like authentication 4. So but after we sign in, let's say hey at gmail.com 123, then you see the hey, you are logged in true. Okay, true. But if we refresh, we read the page, we can see that we are authenticated, we are signed in, which is right here, which is right here, the rest here. So we need to check if rest.data.auth. If that's true, we need to set the auth here to true. And yeah, just simple like that. And if we refresh the page, because we refresh our component, I will fix this bug later. So now let's say hey at gmail.com 123, and bam, whereas go to dashboard, and if we refresh, still see we are in the dashboard, nothing changed. Refresh, nothing changed. But if you can see for a moment, if we try to refresh here, you can see we can see a blink of a sign in. Why is that? Because when we run it here, we try to make requests here. Depend on how long you make the request to here, then it will run this one. And to do that, you can change like set the loading instead of this whole thing here. You can set that one more is loading, and then if it's loading is true, then you loading, and then when the request is here, so we do fall. Maybe I will do that in the next video, but as of now, and remember, if your server refresh, you will lose all the session and you have to sign it again. So, okay, hey at gmail.com 123. Now we are completely signed in. Whew. If I close this one, and I go to localhost again, which let's say sign in, it will redirect me to dashboard because I already signed up. So next up we need to do is to clear our session when the user logged out. So everything here is okay. I'm gonna close this one, sign up, we finish. Everything is messy. Sorry, but I hope this will help you. So now next we need to go to dashboard. So okay, so I think in the backend we're not doing it yet. So we need to do router.get slash sign down or slash sign out. So this one, so when we click, we do request.session.destroy. So we destroy the session, and then we return rest.json return auth to fall, like that. So, and then inside the auth API, we make the function call con sign out equal to async this one right here, con rest equal to await axios.get slash auth slash sign down. Okay, now return rest. Ooh. All right. Then I'm sorry. We export our sign out, and then go inside the dashboard. We import sign out. Oops. From this one, component slash auth API, and then when we sign out, what we wanted to do is just do await sign out. And then we want to, yeah, that's it. I think one thing that you don't have to do is to, we have to put sign icing over here. You can set this one to auto fall, and this one will make, if you want, if let's say the request is so slow, and anyway, right. We set this one to rest.data.auth, so which is false. So let's go ahead and write here, sign in again. Nope, not you. Hey at gmail.com 123. Now we are signed in. If I try to refresh, we still stay signed in. Let's see. But if I click lockdown, why? Hey you, no. There's an error right here. Okay, I love error. Let's see what is the error. Destroy undefined. Okay. They said destroy undefined. Oh, it's not rest, it's request. Let's do it again. Hey, why it's not store hey? Oh my god. Okay, great. Now I think this one is working. Sign out. Oh, great. Now if we refresh, this one it cannot. So I think this is it, guys, for this video, and I will upload the code inside the GitHub, so you can check it. And I appreciate for your uh, for your time to watch this one, and I hope this one is working. It's like help you. And if you have any question or any suggestion for the next video, leave me down in the comment. Leave it down in the comment. And yeah, and one more thing, don't forget to share this if with your friends. And yeah, so really appreciate that. And all right, thank you. See you in the next video. Goodbye.